We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the San Francisco 49ers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready. So don't say nothing.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Watch out.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Here we go, G. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing on first down. Franks. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Set, ready. Eight together. Come on. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deeper. Oh, wide open, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On 1st down, here's Breida. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. From the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Newton now to throw. And this is caught by Smith. Touchdown 49ers. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Looking to throw. Franks nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Franks. That's caught at the 25. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. On 1st down, Franks. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for it.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Me and you all day, all day. I'm Jack. Ready.
Back to the air on second down. Franks. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On first and 10, Franks. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 52 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Looking to throw. Franks. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, let's go. Right there, 54. Yes! Ready, go!
Second and 5. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
From the gun on third down, Franks. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Back to throw. Franks. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Doug Marrone going to send out his field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
48 Mike. 48 Mike.
Now back to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Complete to number 16.
48
Brings up 3rd down.
Mike, 48.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing to start the drive. Franks. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. The throw over the middle taken in. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Franks going right side here, and that's complete. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. 2nd down and inches. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the 1st half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And an alley to run. gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Franks. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
By 56, by 56. Nice, sweetheart.
2nd and 6. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Looking to throw. Franks. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Franks. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. He will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike, 48. Mike.
Out of the gun, Newton. And an alley to run. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning. Don't get nervous.
To throw on 2nd down. Franks. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Franks looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Back to to throw. Franks. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Franks. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Looking to throw. Franks. And the Niners get there and bring him down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. 2nd and long. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 17. And he will be out of bounds as the 3rd quarter comes to an end with an INT. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44.
57's Mike. Mike 57. I know he ain't got it.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards. From the gun, here's Newton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 2-yard line.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Your track. Check. Recon, 132 fight.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
Now they try the right side here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Franks. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 45, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked picked off inside the 10. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Brings up second and 8 at the 29-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Check. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Here we go. Yep.
Here's second and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is third and 8. Back to throw. Franks. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Get the ball. Mike.
To throw on second down. Franks nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing on third and long. Franks firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on third down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 15, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Point after here coming up. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And the 49er hands team does its job. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. They'll drop the throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Markel Lee in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Franks. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Franks. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Back up.